Hell yeah, baby dolls. Welcoming you back to crypto's juiciest news. We got a Bitcoin price at $67,000. The weekend is slowly churning through. I mean, even the Bitcoin price surprised me, friends. There were recently some stock market tumbles, which we're just going to check out. This was because of the planned cyber attack, which we're going to go through as well. And I want you to just understand that we've gone through this before, friends. So it could be just rangy time around until mid-August, and then we finally go up. That's what would be repeating the exact 4-year cycle. Now, friends, as you saw, there was recently this like CrowdStrike fake BS thing going on. And like, look, I want you to know that when I first heard about all these things happening, this was like many years ago. The first thing I said was obviously boring, fake, I don't believe it. Anyway, moving on with my life. But then a couple of people started getting things right. And I was like, you know what? You don't get things right all the time, but it's kind of fascinating how sometimes you're like on the ball. Like, why was your mind even thinking that would happen? Why? So friends, it's literally like there's a thief in the neighborhood and then you host a party for everybody in your street. And you like say something's going to get stolen tonight. Somebody is going to steal my favorite watch from my bedroom. Somebody. But then you invite them. They don't steal anything first night. They don't steal anything second night. Then you invite them again the third time, it steals, But then you ask the person, well, you're a bit paranoid. You thought they were going to steal it the first 2 times. No, and then it eventually happened. So that's kind of how it works, friends. It kind of just opens your mind as to what's going on. A lot of these things are planned. Yes, they are planned. And if they're not planned, they're kind of like directed. That's what it comes down to. Now, when it comes to this planned cyber attack, I've been hearing like it's funny. It's funny. Alex Jones has been talking about planned cyber attack, just over and over and over again. I was like, what do you mean cyber attack, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I thought everything's like on different servers. How can they attack everything? Do you think it's? Well, I think it's just really strange, friends, how they do a planned assassination attack on Donald Trump. Then literally Sleepy Joey Biden gets the zombie virus. Then they do these cyber attack. This is what a simulation of this show is. It's kind of like, okay, it's planned cyber attack. Okay, planned assassination. Okay, now we gotta throw stuff into the airwaves to make people forget. Because friends, there are a lot of people asking a lot of questions with the fancy bananas investigators and the Coconut Intelligence Agency, right? So the FB, the Phoebe and the Kia, the CI. I'm not gonna tag them. So there's been a lot of people, and it brings on too much heat. And like, obviously, friends, this is the funny part. This type of stuff, friends, there was a gentleman in the comment section. He said his father he remember him being a kid and when JFK got shot. And I think he was like a teenager, pretty much. He basically said everyone in society knew that the story was fake. Everyone. He goes, basically 60 to 70% of people, they're like, there's no way this random dude Oswald comes and just lands his shot. No freaking way. The government's involved somewhere. He goes, but back then in the 70s, 60s, there was no media platform to talk about it. It was still all government controlled. You only had one source, right? And then you were literally easily considered a fringe lunatic, and then people just go about their day. But now the information brews, it bubbles on the internet, on Twitter. That's why, friends, I mean, I'm not joking, man. We might not be able to talk the way we do on Twitter. It's just everything goes unhinged, everything. So it's beautiful we get to live in this golden age, but I don't know how long it can last for, man, because like they might target Elon less, man. Literally, they might just target Elon. They might threaten him with stuff, blackmail stuff. These things, there's no bounds. There's literally, they went after Donald Trump. You know what I mean? They clearly they don't care about anybody. Now, for crypto, friends, obviously all of this political stuff, crypto stuff, it all is tied together. It's one fabric. This is our theme of this year. The meme coins are related to it. But what's coming in the immediate front of us? What's ahead of us? It's the Ethereum ETF. Okay, so we're waiting for the Ethereum ETF, friends. It's coming in literally about 2 to 3 days on Tuesday, Metagana time. This is the Ethereum price. It's forming this nice triangle wedge. That'd be great if we do this, but man, please don't do that. Please don't do that. They're expecting like 10 to 30% of the Bitcoin ETF. We'll see. It takes a while for Wall Street friends to figure out what's this Ethereum and how it works. They're figuring it out. Friends, trust me. When there's money on the table and there's retailers who are ready to buy, yes, they'll figure anything out in very, very fast amount of time. Now, I want to bring up the ETH BTC chart, friends, because around the Bitcoin halving, which is around here, okay, Bitcoin halving back in 2020, up to the very, very top, ETH BTC did about 300%. So that's about a 4x from the Bitcoin halving. If you go to our Bitcoin halving around here, this is around here, if you do 300, I don't think we're going to get obviously another 300%. That's not diminishing at all. That's too much. That's a flippening in this cycle. Now, I would love that. I think Ethereum should be flippening, but I got a feeling we won't do that. I got a feeling, friends, maybe we do right here. Trust me, if we got there, you are going to trap the entire industry if you actually stopped right here. I'm just going to show you. This would be the most phenomenally funny part of all. This would be so, I mean, like funny for us if we could see it coming, but imagine ETH got right under the flippening, friends, and then it has to go into another bear market. I'll tell you, man, it's planned assassinations, planned cyber attacks. What else? Are they going to throw this at us too, part of the simulation? Like, hey, let's get right within a hair of the flippening where Ethereum's market cap is bigger than Bitcoin and do that. So just be ready. That's what I'm saying. Just be ready for these. But you also got to be careful as well. It is possible, friends, that maybe we don't do like that plus 200%. Maybe we just do even less. Maybe we don't do all the way up here. Maybe we just go do, I don't know, 150%, okay, or 100%, just a 2x. That's also possible as well. So 0.10. So just be careful with these, okay? And obviously, we're trying to get more ETH because we're on the altcoins. But there are people who are too scared to go into altcoins. They're stuck in these core coins like ETH. And yeah, they're not taking enough risk because Ethereum is now in its third cycle. Of course, it's in its third cycle. So we know that. We've been going through all the theory and everything, theory and just guesswork. But everybody's trying to make a quick buck. And other people are trying to, like, you know, basically trying to hope for higher prices, which you know is not a winning strategy, especially in crypto when the cycles go by so fast. This is the others BTC chart, friends. This is literally our North Star. We are still moving sideways. There's nothing to do until mid-August. So hopefully that Ethereum ETF start maybe comes up a bit slow. We'll see what happens, okay? Now, as you know, friends, I'm wearing my bull hat, okay? I'm going to play some nice pump music as well because I want to just introduce something to you. So, yeah, obviously we've got a lot of different age people, religions, cultures. Some of you like, you know, some of you like 3 ice cubes. Some of you like 5 ice cubes in your orange juice cups. But I want to show you something, okay? This is the game of Dota, okay? This is a game of Dota, and look at this. You have, watch, the average person, you have no idea what the hell's going on right now. You just see like bam, 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 bam. You have no idea what's going on, okay? You're like, what's all these things? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, I'm wearing a bull hat, friends, and prices are down, especially many altcoins, okay? Like, they're down. Like, oh, of course, price volatility down 50, 60, 70, or 80% from the top. Sometimes even more, okay? And people are always wondering, how are you even bullish? Okay, also, how come a lot of people, I got a few people have been asking me as well. They say, well, let's use PulseChain example. They said, Sommi, how come you were like really skeptical of this move up here when I was all euphoric? And I go, when we came back here, I'm like, look, man, that could have been that euphoric top. And everyone was like, no way, man. There's no way. How the hell did we go euphoric? Dude, we haven't even moved. We went up 2.8x. They'll say, if Richard Hart's euphoria and this is a 2.8x, that's a freaking failure. I'll go, look, bro, I'm not here to say successful failure. I'm just telling you, like, we were all euphoric. And then Richard Hart does the whole kill E-hex thing right here. And then the market drops down even harder, okay? So now, people, if you're new to the game, they'll say, wait a minute, you were bearish. Why didn't you sell and get out? Well, I'm going to show you something, friends. You know this Dota game, okay? DOTA, Dota, okay? Now, these are professionals, okay? Now, these kids, they're freaks of nature, okay? If you're competitive in an esport game, you get to see this with heaps of replays and stuff over time. Now, a lot of the times, friends, in these games, okay, there's a concept out here. In these games, you have to know, it's just like in poker. You got to know when to hold them or when to fold them, all right? There are just some hands, you know, if you keep playing, you are playing on borrowed time. You're eventually going to get destroyed. Eventually. The one that really counts, okay? Now, in Dota, friends, there's all these. There's 5 versus 5, okay? There's 5 guys on one team, 5 guys on the other team, okay? And I'll just show you. There's 5 guys on each team, okay? So they're playing on, there's a river in the middle, you know, there's a river in the middle, and they're not meant to be fighting all together. This is just a big match. Now, here's the thing. When you're watching the game, if you don't know, you just see a bunch of stuff blowing up each other. You got no idea. But if you do play the game, you will sometimes see these acts of geniusness in these kids, right? The esports professionals, right? And they're not always kids, but you'll see them sometimes when they're attacking each other and the other guy has like a really low amount of HP and they've invested so much to kill the guy. I will watch, obviously, as a spectator, okay? I don't watch it now, but when I'm going to used to, I used to watch as a spectator and I used to basically marvel at the greatness where they would know each time. They're like, wait a minute, this guy's got small health left. So I've just got like 1 or 2 hits left. sometimes they'll just let the guy go. They would literally just let the guy go. And I would have no idea. When I was first watching it, I was like, why are you letting the guy go? And then as I came to play more and more later on, I start to speak to people who are like also freaks of nature like this. They go, oh yeah, he obviously let the guy know because he can't see if his teammates are around. And I'm like, and I asked my friends, like, how does he not know his teammates aren't around? Well, he goes, well, he checks the rest of this map. So you see this little map in the bottom left? These guys check it. They have like this 3D awareness, okay? And they can see their teammates. They can hear their teammates going, they go, the guy's missing, the guy's missing, the guy's missing. And so that they know instantly in a second. They go, wait a minute. The enemy team is missing. I can't see them on the map that appears. So I could be going for 1 or 2 hits to get that kill. The problem is, though, they might take me out, and now I'm really important to the team. Like, I can't die right now. Basically, I can't be out for the next 60 seconds. It's very important because if that guy dies for 60 seconds, the whole team rushes one area and basically does a lot of damage to the map, okay? So once I started seeing this concept, like, wait a minute, sometimes you get so close and they have to let it go. Other times, what we call diving. They dive in and they just die, okay? So I'm telling you this, in crypto, as an investor, you will come to these points where you have these mental wrestles with yourself. You're like, wait a minute, like, I think that was euphoria. I think we go down now. However, you still know, you know what? I'm still not playing. It's not worth it to me. It's still not worth it. And here's the thing, friends. I just want to remind you that this game of markets, it'll reward you. The problem though is you screw this up once, you ain't coming back. Okay. By the way, there's always another market and all this stuff. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to take you a long time to come back mentally. A long time. All right. So that's why, even though there were these periods of like, okay, the thing was coming down on the way, this had gone up and it's coming down, I didn't sell. Even though I'm like, you know what, and there could be go down lower, but then you think of your risk reward. Okay, how much does it go down? 30 or 40 or 50%? Okay, but what's your upside? What if it spikes up 5x and you're trying to like chase a lower price? It never comes back up. Okay, now it's never going to spike like 5x instantly, but these things can just grind up. Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. Okay, and I can't give this information to people willy-nilly. I can't. This is something you just have to be in markets and you get to see it over time where, you know, friends, for example, Warren Buffett, he's like, man, this stock market's really extended. Yeah, but he doesn't go and buy puts. He doesn't go and bet short. You see what I mean? He lets these things come down anyway. And Warren Buffett, friends, even though he thinks stuff is going down, he does not sell his stocks unless they are at their fair price to him. Or a premium price. He doesn't even get rid of them at an average price. He doesn't. It's kind of like if you think Bitcoin should be worth 120K, if it hits 119 or 120, he won't be selling. He's like, well, I think it's worth 120. The cycle might be done yet. I'm not getting out. So but obviously he's very, very good at this future prediction stuff, okay? Maybe he only sells Bitcoin if it was 240K. Just give you an idea, okay? Of course, he's not in Bitcoin. So I've just got to open your mind to this stuff. And yeah, everybody has their own rhyme or reason each time. And by the way, I'm also very aware, just because I'm good at what I do now does not mean I will have 18 hours a day in, say, 7 years from now to do the same thing in markets again. All right, but I'm just helping you understand that this is the type of stuff that's going on. That they seem like contradictions where they're like, wait a minute, you know, like, oh, you think it's going down, but you're not selling out. But also, let's flip it on the other way around. Things are going up. I still won't do leverage. You see, I'm still not going to go do like leverage trading and do all this other stuff, okay? So this is part of the process, friends, because you got to remember, you're playing one action. You're like, okay, get in here, sell on this date. That's it. You can't actually control everything in between, okay? Everything in between is almost like a psyops. It's like all these thousands of things come out here because everybody's playing these different little time frames. But eventually, the shorter time frame guys get wiped out over and over and over again, and you just leave the longer time frame people who are, all they're doing is buying supply off the market, putting it in their wallet, and not touching it. And of course, baby dolls, you know, a lot of these concepts, they're not easy to grasp at the start. That's why we've got to be hours and hours and hours and hours here, friends. It's almost like those rules, those things you hear where you're like, you know, first, you know, to break the rules, first you got to learn them, you got to play by the rules, then you can start breaking them. But ultimately, even in markets, friends, it's so chaotic. People who like, I'll just tell you right now, people who keep breaking rules in crypto, especially in markets, you get your ass handed to it. Like, yeah, sometimes traders and stuff break rules here and there, but like all I'm remembering them break rules. But if they break rules during this certain window of time, breaking that rule, fast forward 5 years, is an account blow up. It's literally an account blow up. It's like that, okay? So I guess it's like if you're a soccer player, you're in your mid-20s, you're playing for a team, you do a volley kick. Okay, sweet. And then, then you try that same volley kick when you're 58, and then you like snap your neck. You know, it's literally the same thing. Snap your neck, snap your back. Because in markets, when you hear all the time, you're absorbing, you're getting in tune with the market. And it's very rare to find people consistently profitable over time after like the 10 or 15 year mark. Now, of course, there are people where you actually find, friends, a lot of these people, they're making just like their yield return. It's still, I hate to say, still poop. It's like they're profitable traders and they're making like 15% to 30% per year around there. Which you think like, oh, wait a minute. You've been trading 15 to 20 years, you're still getting that. I can get more of that literally just buying Bitcoin and buying crypto. Yeah, I know. That's why, but that's all they know. They don't know how to hold. They don't know how to hold. They didn't learn how to hold. I had to learn all of that, okay? It's absolutely one of the most schizophrenic, autistic type of like, you know, brain trauma-inducing type of experiences in my life to go from 1 minute scalping to learn, okay, why are these people holding? How are they holding? Man, it's quite a journey. Maybe I'll tell you sometime, okay? Now, 22% of coins did not break their all-time high, friends. This is stats from 2021 bull market. So having cycle 2 coins carries risk. With cycle 1 coins, the sky is the limit. There is no top. These are real stats you have to understand. Now, it doesn't mean never hold a cycle 2 coin. For example, Injective Protocol did well. Solana did well. BNB did well. Okay, just what I'm telling you is holding cycle 2 coins throughout this cycle, you're going to need some sort of edge. You need like an information asymmetry edge, right? So obviously PulseChain, obviously there's always a debate. Okay, so they're new coins. Pulse and PulseX are new coins. And obviously PX are technically a new coin. But the community is the same. It's literally, it's the same people who got rich from the basically they've been rehypothecated rich. Okay, that's pretty much, that's what it comes down to. And it's not like a new complete reorganization of a coin community. So it might be cycle 1.5, but it doesn't really matter, right? Do you have your information asymmetry? Because you never know how high these things can go, right? And that's what you know is existing there on the blockchain, right? Which is obviously not lying. It's truthful. 170,000 ETH could rotate in. And it's a big part of the information asymmetry in the edge. Also, you knowing that there's 70 streamers. Maybe there's like Sota now. Maybe Sota might make more videos. So that might be 71 streamers, friends. 71 video content creators. 170 plus content creators. That's insane. Now, as we move on throughout this bull market, remember, friends, I'm just going to play some Cranky G music. Now, you're going to see a lot of charts like this. This is pDAI to pulse ratio, friends. This is 7 red weekly candles in a row. It's down 63% from the high. Yeah, see, it's just funny, friends. Find me a freaking coin that does not drop 50% off the high. You can't in crypto. Everything drops. 50% is you're lucky. You win. You literally won the game at 50%. Everything does 60, 70, 80%. Everything. And the lower the market cap, the higher the volatility because there's more non-believers. The market doesn't know how to price this stuff and there's just weak hands. But that just means they're also more volatile on the way up. Okay, so you're not going to find a coin like Bitcoin that only drops 30% off the high and the next leg does a 6x. It's not going to do that, okay? But you will find the coin that do drop 70, 80% from the highs. They can eventually clear their highs and do a 6x on average, okay? Just the volatility, right? Volatility of the liquidity in the market cap. So that pDAI, friends, remember the ticker is DAI, D-A-I. The ratio, he's down 7 weeks in a row, down 63%. There are many coins, not just on PulseChain, but obviously this is on PulseChain as well. And I know there's always the pDAI $1 mystery, like, ooh, is it going to get to $1? The mystery of pDAI. It's a good narrative, man. It's a good narrative. I don't care if the price is down. Price is down means it's cheap. You can go to any altcoin and pretty much just look at them and go, hey, do I want to participate in this or not? I can tell you right now, you just go to Twitter, type in $pDAI, and you go, okay, people are still around here and keeping it alive. You can also do the same for Pika, friends. This is Pika. It's around 2.5 million market cap. It went and it poked this high, but, you know, it's the same market. It's the same market behavior stuff. Look at the PLS ratio. This one is around, let's check from the top. It's around 27%. So you're moving along this bull market. You just see, man, everything does different stuff, friends. We've seen every combination, by the way. Things don't move forever, then pop up heaps. Things move early and they trick you and they think they're going to do forever well. Then they stop. Look what happened to Rollbit last year as well. This is Orange Man Good. OMG, Donald Trump theme coin, also MOG encoder type of coin. There is a MOG on PulseChain as well. It's probably good as well, probably good. Look at this. Looking at this type of stuff, friends, I know it's a 12-hour chart. Just I put on weekly, man. That's it. Just takes time. Just takes time to move through these. And the smaller market cap, the more power you have to change stuff because you don't have to like get more people, too many more people to impact change. When you're big liquidity market cap, you move more in sync with the market and it's really accentuated. It's very hard to break the cycle, especially with the returns. Now, I also saw, friends, people in PulseChain community have been celebrating some wins. So yes, let's celebrate. Let's just talk about some wins on the board. Finally, some green. Okay, this is 24-hour green. Oh, Hex just changed the 2% down. And no one's surprised. Okay, so I guess 7-day return. Yay, 30% up for the week. That's great. That is fantastic. It's beautiful to see. I'm just gonna like put things in perspective. So I saw someone on Telegram that tagged me like, hey, Sommi, you should round up everybody and start really telling them about PulseChain going up there. And I'm thinking like, going up? What are you talking about, bro? And I realized, oh, you haven't seen this chart. This is the real PulseChain chart, bro. This is Pulse to ETH ratio. All right, so it's still down. Just to let you know, we're down 4x from 3 years ago. See this line here? So you're still down 4x. And if you want to find out how to get that chart, you type in wrapped ether from Ethereum. You go to one of the pulse ratios. You have to find the one with the most history, friends. So you click on the WPLS ratio rising and you invert the pair, and then you'll have it here. Okay, so there you go. This is the pulse to ETH ratio. So this is pretty much it. And yes, look, I was kind of like, I was laughing. I'm like, this is what everyone's celebrating. This is what everyone was saying. Well, you're all wrecked. Yes, we're down this much. So this is really important, friends, because look, I'm just not okay, you're not going to get grifted here. Probably we're not going to get grifted here. Okay, but just to let you know, this is how everybody loses in altcoins. Okay, so in altcoins, someone raises money in Bitcoin or Ethereum. They take your money and they give you breadcrumbs. Okay, they give you breadcrumbs at the end, and they've taken all the ETH and the BTC value, right? And then they've only attached a thin amount of liquidity, and they go, "Oh, you could have sold." When it's a scam game because not everybody can get out. You see, so someone, for example, can collect 10,000 Bitcoin, yes, and then they say build a project which is poop, and they only provide like 2,000 Bitcoin of liquidity, but the market cap will trade higher. But that's fake market cap. Not everyone could get out. So they've taken 10,000 BTC for themselves. They put in 2,000 in a liquidity pool. The community can only get back 2,000 BTC, pretty much. You see, but this guy's kept 8,000 for himself. So you do the same thing with BTC or ETH or anything else. And then basically he can just always say, oh, you had a chance to sell. But no, you know that 10,000 people put in. So you put enough, you took enough money from 10 people, but only 2 can exit. Okay, and that's pretty much what happens. A lot of people take losses. So you just got to be careful. That's how altcoins traditionally, that's why, friends, 99% of altcoins go to zero. And that you get to learn why after a cycle. All the Bitcoin maxis say, be careful of every altcoiner, man. They're literally all scams. They're all here to take your Bitcoin. And guess what? They're right in 99.9% of cases. They truly are right. In that 0.1% of cases, though, you're missing out on literally life-changing gains. So that's why everybody's here to speculate. This is where it comes to PulseChain, friends. We need it to go a literal 4x. I'm not even joking. We need to go a 4 times your money to be break even from 3 years ago. So that's just putting everything in perspective, how far things need to travel. And yes, it really means like people from here, they can buy from today's prices up a 4x, and they're still buying cheaper than us believers who sacrificed over 3 years ago. Okay, so it's like, it is opportunity. It's cheap opportunity for them. But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing everybody in PulseChain. They're like, the first thing they're doing is like, aha, the Tangang coins are going down. Oh, the pDAI coin is going down. They're just going to everything and they're just measuring from that top to that bottom. I go, yeah, but like, it's okay. I mean, like, it's funny part. What they actually don't know what they're doing, friends. I'll play some nice gentle angel music because they don't know what they're doing is they're actually pumping up that altcoin more. They don't know that. You know, you mean you're keeping it in the mind share of people. Okay, so you keep tagging it. Everyone's watching it now. So what do you think's going to happen if these things start to swoop around? Literally start. They don't even have to break the high. I'm going to be posting about that. I'm going to go, hey, remember that guy who said this thing was like actually like you scammed all your money? That was actually a buy price. That's what happens. But here's the thing, man. If Pulse, friends, was breaking the highs, which I'll show you right now. If Pulse was breaking the highs against Ethereum, I completely get it. Yes, we should be, everything's a scam then if everything went down. The problem though is it's down 91% after 15 months. You see that it needs an 11x. That means literally Pulse, friends, has to go up 11 times without Ethereum moving. And then you are break even to the launch price right here. And I'm not joking, but I'm not exaggerating at all. It literally needs to go 11x. People are like saying, how can that happen? It was because, man, the sacrifice was done at $1,800 ETH. So ETH has dropped up. ETH went up like a 2x, and then we have dropped down 50%. That's just the sacrifice price. And that traded at 3x day one sack after waiting all that time. So, like, if you're happy to get to a break even, I mean, like, God bless you. But obviously, I think a lot of people want a return on their actual money. So, that's pretty much everybody gets to buy for free at those prices until the 4x is cleared. So, if Pulse basically goes up 4x price, it's about 2x day one sack. And I can just show you that right now. Because remember, friends, the ratio is all that matters. That's literally the only thing that matters. Okay, it's literally like saying, you know, when people say, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million, but the price of an Apple's going to be $1 million. That means the ratio, you got screwed on the ratio. It means you still lost on your Bitcoin. You see what I mean? If Bitcoin's $1 million and Apple's $1 million, that means the ratio is 1-to-1. You see, that's like a classic Peter Schiff argument. Go, yeah, well, you know, if people say, okay, well, Pulse is going to do a 50x. Yeah, but Ethereum from here is going to do a 10x. You know that happens, you've still lost with me. Just to let you know, if that happens. So I'll show you how that happens, right? You can see it from the ratio. By the way, this is the Pulse. This is the PLS DAI chart. So it has to do a 4x, so 300% up here, and then we're pretty much break even. So it's actually 2x day one sec. But I'm going to just show you that example out here. So it's right here, friends. So if Ethereum goes to $35,000 to 10x from here, and PulseChain does a 50x, okay, you are only literally here, okay? Your ratio here, you're actually still down from the launch price, right? And look at this, you've lost 50, you're still down 54%. So, look, I know people don't understand a lot of these, but you got to understand it, man. That's how people rob you, you know? That's literally how people rob you, okay? So, you have to know that's not winning, because why? You took all that risk. If you keep rolling that scenario over, you lose all your ETH. You lose all your real money, they call it. Okay, so because you took all that risk, you need to be compensated for the reward. If you're not getting compensated for your reward, the wins, you get destroyed over time. Okay, so I'm just helping you with like just the investment mindset going forward. Now, friends, I'm gonna jump around here. This is actually fascinating. Okay, I want to tell you this. Okay, I gotta make some deep state videos for you again because this is wild. Did you know that on the planned assassination day for Donald Trump's soy service, the SS, did you know they were given a day off? Yep, they were given a day off. Now, here's the thing. They have replacements, and they're in Pennsylvania. Apparently, they got like a really corrupt leader there as well. One of the person who represents them as well. I think there's a really, really shady past with that person. I'm going to show you an interview. It goes through a lot of that. So you're saying, wait a minute. So Donald Trump's favorite soy service people, they were missing on that day. Yes, they were given the day off mysteriously. Now, they had replacements from a local Pennsylvania state. There's like an agency that's meant to do it. You're probably thinking, okay, what happened to the replacements? They were allocated to Jill Biden charity fundraising event on that same day. Right? So he was missing people. Come on, man. All right. Wink, wink. Yeah, totally. Here, come take your day off right before we land the bullet between the guys. Come on, man. I'm just telling you, it's real. You can look it up. Okay? See, I don't think we're going to find this one piece of information that goes, aha, you did it. It's just kind of like, you look at everything around it and you're like, wait a minute, you can just remove this stuff. You go, that makes no sense. And the example I'm going to use for, friends, I heard this, it's just so amazing. It's like, okay, if Michael Jordan misses a shot twice, you're like, oh, okay, you know, having a bad game. Okay, what if he misses a shot 17 times in a row? What if Lionel Messi scores 3 own goals? What if he scores 3 own goals? You're like thinking, wait a minute. The first own goal, okay. 3 own goals? Okay, that's literally, that's the Phoebe. That's the Kia. With all these things going on that day. It's literally like, bro, you're throwing the game. You're literally throwing the game, okay? So you get to see, this is all playing out, friends. We'll see what happens next. And I'm going to end with this Coinfessions Rekt, friends. Let's read this, okay? This is my second cycle in this market, and I still can't boast of making a $5,000 profit. All my holdings moon once I sell, and if I hold, they go to zero. I'm really frustrated. I'm getting really frustrated. Okay, friends, so look, I've even got the info. I've replied to this person. We're never going to fire me, probably. Find active believer altcoins. That's it. That's it. Okay, so you got to watch my ultimate bull market strategy guide. I literally go through it, everything there for everyone out here. So you're only running there. If that's happening to you, what is that person doing wrong? I guarantee you, by the way, he is on Solana shitcoins. I guarantee. I bet you any amount of money he's on Solana shitcoins. He's buying, oh, this is a hat on a cat, but now it's a red hat. Whoa. No. Now it's a rainbow theme hat. Whoa. It's just getting rugged everywhere, bro. Okay, look. What do? You got to understand what you're doing. You're trading attention span, but the attention span that you're allocating your money to has not shown you any evidence or proof that it has staying power. You have not done your research whatsoever. That's if that's happening to you. So firstly, you haven't done your research because you're trading. That's the first thing you're literally going to get destroyed. Even if I give you the winning coins, you won't believe they're the winning coins because you don't even know how to hold. So there you go. That's pretty much done. But it's literally like, the professional football players, if you give them the winning pass, they're going to score a goal in the back of the net in the first touch. Okay, sweet. But if you're like you're a mid-range, Division 5 pleb, then the winning pass means nothing to you because you can't put it in the back of a net anyway. You know what I mean? So you have to be more prepared, you have to be more experienced, you have to get better. So in markets, what is that equivalent of that? The equivalent of that is holding. If you can't hold, friends, it literally can't do anything. It's like, NFL, it's like catching a ball. If you can't catch a ball, it doesn't matter if the quarterback in NFL is throwing you the game-winning pass. It just does not matter. You can't catch. You need to be able to catch everyone. You must not ever drop the ball. Discipline is not 99% of the time. You must get them 100% of the time. That's it. That's what makes these people the best. Well, if you want to be the best in this game, friends, okay, because there's not enough money to go around for everyone. If you have to be the best in the game, this is what we have to do. You want to change your life in one cycle instead of 5? Okay, sweet. This is what you have to do, all right? Now, most importantly, after all of that, what is this person missing? That holding part, number 1. Number 2, he's got no edge. What's your edge? Okay, he's only got, of the edges, friends, remember we went through this part. I'll quickly relay it to you. This is the Ethereum chart as well, just quickly, friends. Hopefully we go into this 7,300 and hopefully we go to this $13,000 mark. This is the Ethereum if it doesn't diminish. Now, obviously, there's how to get an edge. Point number 1. Go on chain. So what we're writing here is competitive edges, okay? 1, go on chain. We know that. That used to be enough edge pretty much almost in 2021. It's not just enough anymore. You have to go a step further. So go on chain. He's already doing that part. What's number 2? Number 2, find active community, okay? So that's the next part. Obviously, he is joining new stuff. He doesn't know what an active community is. He thinks active community is a bunch of, I'm not joking, there's, for instance, Indian bot farms. They hire dudes from India. I'm not even joking. India and China, that these Chinese bot farms, they're spamming telegrams like, yes, this coin, blah, blah, blah. It's all fake. It's fake engagement. It's not real. Okay, it's just tagging stuff. They're just typing stuff. Typing stuff isn't real effort, friends. Making images and memes and hanging around in time, that's what you can't fake. You can't fake that. That's real effort, okay? So that's active community, number 2, right? So they're not doing that part, okay? So you're gonna actually do is, we can go, okay, let's give you a tick. You're doing that part and they're not doing this part right here. Absolutely 100% sure. They're not finding an active community. Number 3 is information asymmetry. I guarantee you as well, they have no information asymmetry with what they're doing. Like, what you're in that coin. Okay, why that coin? Do you have like on-chain information that maybe a larger KOL likes that coin? Do you have any information? Oh, it's just your friends. Okay, well, there's no edge there, man. Okay, do you have any popular friends? Do you have any friends who have bigger networks they can get in? And even if they do, are they gonna stay? Because they can say they like it, but do they really commit to stuff? Is there any evidence of them committing to stuff? For example, I've got a fluffy microphone. I've been tweeting the same stuff since literally since day 1. And but was he collecting stuff in the bear market? Like, I'm not leaving. But I learned that. Look how much effort and time that took, by the way. So we got to learn these from new people coming in all the time. Very, very hard. Okay, so what's your information asymmetry? Obviously, like we have things on like PulseChain. You have 170,000 ETH. You might think about the Coinbase customers coming in. Another KOL. Can you front run a KOL? Do you have a large group of people? Do you have a group of people there making like, images and just everything, just to meme everything? Can you tag them on Twitter? Information asymmetry, stuff that you know is brewing that people haven't caught up to yet, okay? And obviously the 4th one though is developers, but you don't really need that one, okay? You don't really need this one completely because developers is more for like chains and stuff. So that's why, friends. So if you're all that Coinfessions Rekt, dude, this is the answer as to why. It's all in my ultimate bull market strategy guide. I go through all of these. You need to at least have an idea of where these stand. And you can't control a lot of them. You can control, though, right? Active community, you can help start it. You can literally be the change you want to see in the world. You've heard that, friends? Inspirational quote out there. Be the change you want to see in the world. You can be the active community you want to see in the world, man. Okay, a lot of these guys, they're in a 100K market cap community. Yeah, all right. Go start make a fan page, recruit people, join in there, get people to do it. You work together. You can do stuff like that. But then you probably think to yourself, wait, who's the dev? Who owns all the coins? You probably want to know that stuff as well. Otherwise, you're getting grifted on. Are you just doing the hard work for someone? You might have to make deals. And then information asymmetry, yeah, that's your, by the way, if you do that, you are now the information asymmetry. Okay, when you do this stuff yourself. Because you know you're going to commit. Okay, so that's why a lot of people say to me, hey, what about these altcoins or Landwolf's getting vampire attacked or what happens to all these other coins that go down? Dude, I am the information asymmetry. I am not quitting on my fluffy microphone whatsoever. They're cheap. That's it. They're cheap today. I like them yesterday. I'm going to like them again today. I don't care how low the price goes. I've seen this 1,000 times. I don't give a damn. You understand? And I've tried other stuff. They keep rugging us anyway. You see? So you try them anyway. But you see this difference, friends? And by the way, you might even say to yourself, wait a minute. If somebody likes this thing, he might be my edge. Yeah, you could say that. You're front running maybe the next 100,000 followers I get. Maybe the next 100,000 subs. You see? But all of his friends, knowing all of this, it's one thing. Buying low and getting in and holding, that's also another thing. Okay, so you can't just know all this and go, wow, golly gee, now, but no. You actually got to hold. You can't just be like, oh, this thing's going to work for the next 30 to 60 days. No, there's going to be some retracements. Maybe your thing doesn't pump in alt season wave number 1. Maybe you have to wait another 6 to 9 months. Is your team even going to be around there? So we're all taking the risk, friends. We're all taking the risk. We don't know if the narrative is going to shift in crypto. We don't know. Yes, meme coins are the new altcoins that actually go up. But we don't know, man. That's why every single person, friends, like what I say from the bottom of my heart, every single person in Pika, Orange Man Good, DickWifButt, all of these pDAI, PulseChain, like there's no walking the middle line. There isn't. You're literally either balls deep in as a believer or you're out. There's no other way to get around this. And that's tech investing, by the way. That's literally tech investing, friends. It's literally either zero or the outcome is a rocket to the moon. That's it. That's why 90% call 10% lottery. That's why I'm teaching you, hey, you can't control the outcome. It's either going to win or it's not for most people. Okay, yeah, we can try affect stuff, but really if the market doesn't want it, friends, I can't do anything. For example, if I'm throwing out crappy poopy memes that even I don't like, I'm like, yeah, man, no one's going to like this. Yeah, that can happen, friends. Even if I can tell you, oh, this thing's the greatest. Like, you don't even like, you're not even fun. The images don't evoke any emotions in you, right? You see? It's almost like the best marketing in the world, friends, could not fix if, maybe like Aqua de Jour, like men's cologne, for example. Whatever just literally smelt like baby diarrhea poop. The best marketing in the world is not going to get people to spray poop on themselves. Right? Or if the Big Mac burger, but it was literally also just literally, once again, some dog poop. You see what I mean? It's not going to hit right. You're like, wow, I like all the marketing, but can I eat something that doesn't taste like poop? See what I mean? You gotta get them over the line there. Everything has to tick the boxes. That's what we're ultimately playing for. And you really have to believe that's it. You can't control that outcome for the most part, but you can limit your risk. That's all you can limit. And yeah, you can't spread yourself thin on everything else. You just have to go all in. Luckily for you, man, crypto industry is booming. Crypto industry is booming. We're in the right place. Screw the stonks. Screw the stonks, friends. Screw the bonds. Make sure you like, subscribe, BTC, and all. Catch you in the next one.